Bubble Busters!
My name is Hikari. I'm a typical housewife who lives with her husband Akashi and 3-year-old daughter Anna. We rent out an apartment close to the house of Akashi's father, who lives on his own. Akashi's father is very kind, and he raised Akashi on his own as a single father. He is very good with children, and he's been helping to raise Anna with us since she was a baby. He can change diapers, feed Anna her baby food, and is very reliable. I thought that it would be a good idea for us to move in with Akashi's father. But for whatever reason, Akashi and his father rejected the idea. They get along fine, so I didn't understand the reason for this. But one day, as I was preparing dinner, I received a message from Akashi.
Hikari, can you check your Line app? Leave the house now with Anna and go to your parents' place. Don't take the train. Go by car.
What's happening? Is there a fire or something? The alarm isn't ringing, though.
It's not a fire, but someone crazy is about to come to our house. Hurry! You might not be able to return home for a while, so make sure that you take your health insurance card and maternal handbook. Just hurry!
I'm in the middle of making dinner, and Anna's watching TV. I don't understand what's going on. Explain it to me.
Look, I'll tell you later. Just listen to me. I don't want to put you two in any danger.
I don't understand. Is Godzilla coming to town or something?
Yeah, kind of. Imagine a horrible monster coming your way. Just take everything that you don't want the monsters to step on and run!
Okay. I'm going to leave the dinner preparations behind. I'll turn off the stove.
Yes, that's good. I'll take care of the rest. I'm going to be home soon, so leave the rest to me. Promise me that you two will be safe.
I didn't understand the situation, but it seemed like an emergency, so I decided to do as Akashi told me to. We had our valuables like our bank book, seals, and maternal handbook in our safe, so that in the case of an emergency, we could just take the valuables out of the safe and evacuate right away. I put everything into my backpack. Anna seemed a little worried after seeing me pack up our belongings. I told her that we were going to see her grandparents, and she looked happy, so I was relieved. I took our baggage and headed towards my parents' house by car. It was an emergency, and my parents are always welcoming, so I figured that I could just call them from a rest stop on the way. No matter how fast I drove, it would take at least 3 hours from here. As I drove past the closest train station, I saw Akashi arguing with a woman that I had not seen before. Who is that woman? Did he want us out of the house because he didn't want to be seen with the woman he's having an affair with? I parked the car out of sight from the two of them and opened the car window to listen to their conversation.
What do you want from me? I can't believe that you hired a detective and lied that you were looking for your son, who had run away. How dare you track down my home address? I was horrified when I received a Line message from you earlier.
How rude of you to yell at your own mother! You failed to tell me that my granddaughter was born, so I had to come find you for myself!
Anger level 30%.
That doesn't give you permission to do what you want. Why do you think I chose not to live with my dad and rent a place close to home? I didn't want to involve my wife and daughter in your crazy world.
Ugh, it's been 20 years. Can't you forget the past by now? I feel bad for what happened. That's why I stayed away until you grew up.
The only reason that you stayed away was because you didn't want to pay any child support or my school expenses. And now that I've grown up, you're stalking me! You're so full of yourself!
Oh, you're mistaken. I thought that you would have forgiven me by now.
It's not going to be that easy. You left me in the car when I was a baby because you wanted to hit the pinball machines. And I was hospitalized for heat stroke. You stole the money that my grandparents gave me on birthdays and holidays, and stole my dad's savings, all for gambling. If that wasn't enough, you had to borrow loads of money too. How am I supposed to forgive such a terrible person? I'm ashamed to be your son.
Anger level 60%.
Like I said, that was 20 years ago. Besides, it was your father who wanted to get a divorce. I wanted to stay with you.
It would have been harmful for me to live with a mother that prioritized gambling over my care. I'm going to have to side with Dad's decision. For you, it's just an incident that took place 20 years ago. But my dad has been repaying your debt this entire time, and you only made the final repayment last year.
I told him that I would pay off the debt myself. It was his decision to step in.
His decision? I don't think so. You told him that he had to repay your debt if he wanted custody of me when you two got divorced.
I'm telling you that it was his decision. Besides, I quit gambling. I don't go to horse or bicycle races anymore. I just hit the pinball machines sometimes.
So, you do still play pinball machines. Why did you try to come to my apartment anyway? I thought you came to me for money, but it seems like that's not the case.
Anger level 90%.
Like I said, it's not money. I was worried about you and your family for a long time, you know? Because I wasn't able to take care of you when you were a child. I want to be here for my granddaughter. Oh, I'm so lonely because I'm living by myself. My friends show me photos of their children and grandchildren, and I'm so envious of them. Can we start living together as a family again? Please?
No way! My family consists of my wife, daughter, and father, and you're not family.
Oh, do you hear yourself? I wonder if you became this mean because your father raised you.
You!
Anger level 100%. I was shocked to find out that Akashi's mother was still alive, but to find out how terrible she is came as a bigger shock to me. I need to get back at her. For the sake of Akashi, I'll trouble bust her. I guess Akashi wanted us to leave our house by car because he knew that his mother would be using this train station. I wanted to get out of the car and confront his mother, but I didn't want to complicate matters for Akashi. As I thought about my next move in the car, I decided that I would call Akashi. Akashi, when are you coming home? What's keeping you?
Huh? Hikari? Are you still at home?
Yes, because Anna fell asleep. So when are you coming home? I then heard Akashi's mother frolic in the background.
Oh, it seems that your wife and daughter are both at home. This is the perfect opportunity for me to go say hello to them.
Wait! We haven't finished talking! Damn it, she got into a taxi! Why didn't Hikari listen to me? I didn't want to involve you guys into this.
Akashi, look around you. I'm waving from inside our car.
Huh? I thought you guys were at home now.
We left the apartment like you told us to. No one is home. So, Akashi, that woman is your mother.
I'm sorry that I kept this a secret from you. She's a compulsive gambler, and she went into a lot of debt because of that. She left my dad and me when I was still a baby, and made my dad pay back her debt. I hadn't heard from her since the divorce, but after I got a job, she started to contact me a lot. Up until now, I was able to avoid her, but she somehow got our address, and she was about to come over to our apartment today. I panicked. I didn't want you or Anna to have to meet her.
It's okay. I'm glad that I found out. I wouldn't want you to deal with this all on your own. Let's get rid of the monster together.
Thank you, but I'm sorry.
Huh? What for? Why are you apologizing?
But I married you without telling you about my mother with the gambling problem. I'm so sorry.
I'm a little upset that you couldn't tell me, but let's put that past us. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can understand why it was difficult for you to tell me about her. It doesn't matter.
Hikari. But why did you just call me? My mother got away!
I made her think Anna and I were at the apartment. I'm sure she is there now. If I'm correct, we should drop off Anna at your father's place to ensure her safety and tell him to escape to a nearby hotel if necessary. And then, you and I will go to our apartment. When we arrived in front of our apartment building, we saw that the lights were turned on in our home, although no one was supposed to be home. We wondered how someone got in, and then saw that one of our windows had been broken. I was certain that it was Akashi's mother. She must be close to 60 years old. I was amazed that she was able to break into our second-floor home like that. She really is a monster. Akashi called the police. The police arrived at our apartment and arrested Akashi's mother, the trespasser.
Excuse me, that woman claims to be your mother. Would it be okay for us to arrest her? Yes, please do. The part about her being my mother is true, but I hadn't seen her in 20 years, and she suddenly came into our apartment.
We have a 3-year-old daughter. I don't know what she wanted from us, but just imagining what could have happened to my daughter. In front of the police officers, Akashi and I perfectly played the part of the victims that were terrified of the trespasser. The officer sympathized with us and told us that they were heading straight back to the police station and that we had nothing to worry about. Akashi's mother insisted that she had just visited to say hello to me and Anna. She also said that she wanted to live with us from now on. But we told the officer that we had no intention of living with her and that we were terrified of her. In the end, Akashi, Anna, and I moved in with Akashi's father. We moved to a completely new location with a security system, and Akashi's father is helping to take care of Anna. Because of this, I am now able to go to work part-time, and we are all happier than ever. It seems that Akashi's mother found our new home address and has been trying to trespass once again. But the security guard in front of our building threatened to call S&M, and she had no choice but to retreat. She gave up for good after a group of buff security guards surrounded her in front of the building and scared her off. Trouble Busters!